Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching with the help of Academy Sports Coach 2024. I want to talk to you about a session I've designed today to work on counter breaking an opposition counterattack. So we're going to be focusing mostly defensively on players in numbers down situations. So what I've set up here in our first drill is a simple 2v1 drill. We're working numbers down. We're going to directional to a goal here. And I've set up an additional player I'm going to explain in a second. So essentially what we want to talk about when we're doing these types of situations is I think a lot of players defensively see, they kind of see it always as an all-out attack. Go, go, go. Let's get at the opposition. Let's get the ball back. Ignoring kind of the fact that, if you get beat as the last man, you're ceding a lot of ground. So what we really want to work on is finding higher percentages and playing equal or numbers up. So in this situation we've got here, we're numbers down. It's 2v1. There's a lot of field available. If we get beat, there's tons of space behind us. So we don't want to essentially win the ball. What we want to do is delay, and wait for the cavalry to come in. So what we're going to talk about here is in this 2v1 is we want this player to cut off passing lanes. We want to force them, the opposition wide. We want to make it so that it's very difficult for them to work together and they can't play balls behind. But what we want to do is we want to force passes. And what I tell my players is the more passes the opposition makes, the more chances they have to make a mistake. So if they're playing a ball backwards, if they're playing a ball square, right, we're dictating play. We're able to adjust our body position. We're able to move where we need to move. We're setting up another chance for us to block off a passing lane, right? The ball in flight is dangerous. So if we can force passes that are square or negative, we're getting a higher percentage chance that we're going to pick up a ball, make a mistake, force it, or we're going to allow our own team to have enough time to get set. So what I would say here is we have a 2v1. They're trying to score here. If the one person, the defender, is able to win the ball, they can then go score in here. But I would set a limit. So you can make it more difficult as you go along. But maybe it's if they play 3 passes, this player then can enter the grid. Okay? So 3 passes, they're able to enter the grid. They hop in. We're equal strength. All right. You can even have a third person that if they, you force 2 more passes, that person adds, another player in, or, it's another 3 passes. Now it's a 3v2. Okay. And now they're playing counterattacking and trying to slow things up. And then we can even do something where we do this up to 5. So again, we're focusing on delaying tactics, body position, forcing the opposition wide, getting their head down when we get touch tight, and making sure that we're covering passing lanes and we're not allowing direct routes to the goal. And again, you start with 2v1 and then it could go 2v2. You can build upon it here, whatever you want to do. But you're just trying to scale it up. So the concept is the more you're rewarding the players, the more you're able to delay, the more passes you're able to force, the easier it's going to be, the higher percentage chance you have of winning. Now, once in a while, it'll be 3v2 and this team in black will pick a ball off and score or something like that. It's percentages. It's not absolutes. You need to explain that. Whoa, I won the ball. It's like, yeah, but like you won the ball and we were able to maybe possess it. But if you lost the ball, that result's good. Great. We have a ball in our own third. We have possession. We want to have possession. But what could have gone wrong was we could have let up a goal because it would have been 2v1 against the goalkeeper. So, yeah, great. It did have a good result. But the reality is, you kind of got lucky. Percentage-wise, there's a good chance if you screwed up, we concede a goal, which is much, percentage-wise outweighs definitely just maintaining possession in our own third. So then what I would do from here, maybe player out here, get rid of this goal, add a goal here and here and here. Okay, so you have a player here and a player here. So we go 2v1, same thing, except this time when the pass is intercepted, the player in yellow can go either way. Now, the only restrictions to score is they have to make a pass and they have to be outside of these lines. So what happened here is this player in yellow will make a run here. And we can maybe start these guys out here, maybe it'll make a little more sense. I've done it both ways, but I'd love to hear, someone in the comments, what you think would be more effective. But that's because it gives the opportunity for this player then to do the same thing, delay. They need to force a pass, right? When we imagine this lane is blocked up, they have to force a pass. They're then working to cut the passing lanes off and delay. But he enters here, ball's in here. Now it becomes a 2v1 with the guy chasing. And ideally, we'd like to find a situation where we can find a goal from here. So what we're working on here is when we win the ball, all right, we're delaying. When we win the ball, we're then looking to find, when we delay counterattacks, we stop counterattacks, we want to then counterattack. We want to go after them after they've attacked, because they're going to start committing numbers forward, and we're going to break the counter and then use that momentum they had against them. So I would go from here. Maybe just scale this thing up. Maybe a 3v2. I'm not playing here. Go 3v2. And now it's 2 players. Now, if you don't go quickly from here, all right, they're able to get 2 guys in and your number in your square. We're just talking about throughout this finding numbers up situations, finding tactical advantages, playing the percentages, and playing quickly when we need to play quickly, and playing slow when we need to play slow. So we're working on tempo setting. Defensively, you want this game to go slow. You want it to be a lot of passes. You want to be methodical. You want the delay. You want to wait, because that means guys are running back to get in position. Attacking-wise, you want to go, so you can counter and break those things and make sure that they aren't able to get into those positions. And we go fast from there. And just, again, talking about the situational parts of this, you can talk about technique in terms of body shape defensively. You can talk about passing lanes and how you want to make off-the-ball runs and stuff like that. But really, we're trying to get the players in this session to recognize situations. Hey, your number's down. Don't go in a flying tackle and get a through ball split behind you that leads to an easy goal. Delay, move the ball, force them to do things that they don't necessarily want to do. Delay, and then wait for the cavalry. From here, again, one of my favorite games. Just so many uses for this one. Call it Cinco, transition rondo, whatever you want to call it. We'll have 3 guys in here, and numbers should be honestly a little bit higher, but we'll go just for the sake of getting these guys out here. It's a keep away game. 3v2 here. If the 2 is able to win the ball, they transition quickly and they try to get the ball forward. So what we're going to work on here is the team in black that loses the ball, their number's up, all right, but they'll quickly be numbers down if the pass is able to get off. So we're looking quickly to restrict passing lanes, delay, 6-second pressing, get their heads down, make sure that they can't go forward, and denying those opportunities, because maybe if this player then has to, I can't go that way, maybe this pass comes diagonal here, and we can see a pressing cue. This player is able to recognize, hey, I'm going to be able to get there by the time the ball gets there and put his head down, and that's a great pressing cue for me. So we're working on delaying counters, stopping counters in a 2v1 situation where we're already in a counterattack. We're talking about what to do after a counterattack, breaking a counterattack, and here we're finally talking about making sure the counterattack doesn't happen, denying opportunities for counterattacks. And then from here, I go scrimmage and just kind of see, when we find ourselves in this situation, how might our players react, and then stop and talk about, here's that situation I saw in the 2v1. This is the same thing. Maybe it's a 3v2, maybe it's a 4v3, whatever it is. The same rules apply. We jumped in, we got countered. Here's why it doesn't work. And you can use that as the teacher to explain the examples that you set up in the session. So again, I'd like to hear how you can change some of the drills and maybe modify certain things to make it a little more realistic. That's really what the end game is in these drills, is to try to recreate game-like situations. So I'd love to hear in the comments some of your thoughts and how you would do that. But once again, my name is Matt Carroll, World Class Coaching, and the help of Academy Sports Coach 2024. I hope the session finds you well.